Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another review, and this time I am taking a look at The Void. The Void. The Void. I'm trying to make it sound scary. The Void! There you go. I nailed it. That's terrifying.
They did killings and sacrifices. They made people change.
Nothing else matters now.
It isn't real. It's not real. It's not real.
This isn't the end.
I was very excited for this movie. Very excited. And when I saw that trailer, everything that I was hoping for was pretty much confirmed. I was hoping for practical effects and creature designs that rivaled some of the best movies out there, like a certain movie like The Thing, which I love, of course, the 2011 The Thing, which is far superior to the oh wait, hold on, this is that 1981, fuck it, screw that one. I'm talking about the, where is my copy of the 2011 one? That one's so good, all the special effects, oh, it looked beautiful. Get this practical shit out of here, right? Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. This movie's so much better than 2011 one. I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I was hoping that The Void would do something like this, where it had practical effects up the wazoo. Is that a word? Do people say that still? I do. And I couldn't wait for The Void. And I am happy to announce that this movie does not disappoint. The one thing I could say about this movie immediately that is a positive is that it does not waste any time. It's like literally 15, maybe 20 minutes into the movie where shit starts going down and you see some crazy stuff. It really is refreshing to see a horror movie that just says, you know what, we know why we're here, let's get to it, okay? Maybe a little bit of character development, and maybe we'll set up the setting in the first little bit so it's not like 2 minutes in and oh, already crazy shit's happening. I really appreciate that, okay? And what I also really like is that the story itself is extremely simple, and it doesn't really over-explain things. So there's no scenes of people just sitting around like, do you know what this is? Let me explain it to you for 5 minutes. I really like that. It really does set up a nice atmosphere and mystery to what the hell is going on. Even though the ending, and I'm talking about the ending shot, is a little bit like, maybe even a little hokey, I still really like that they don't really tell you exactly what's going on. I know there's some, I think most people have that as a complaint, but me, I actually like that. I like that it's not like just telling you exactly what's going on in this movie. I really do enjoy that. I like some mystery, okay? I like asking questions like, what the hell does that mean? Okay, you know, maybe we'll find out in the sequel. Now, while the mystery is really, really nice, and I really like that, and I do like that it doesn't take too long to get to the point, I will say that the characters themselves aren't the most relatable. You don't really get to know them too well. Like, we follow a guy named Daniel, who's a police officer, who finds a guy in the beginning of the movie who's covered in blood. He brings him to a hospital, and that's pretty much where the movie starts getting weird. Like, he brings him to the hospital, weird stuff starts happening in the hospital. Outside the hospital, there is just a ton of people covered in like white bed sheets, and they have triangles painted on their faces, or the face of the sheet, and they all have weapons and stuff, so they want to keep everybody inside this hospital for some reason, so it's like some cult outside or whatever, and we follow this character Daniel, who is likable enough, don't get me wrong, and the actor does a really good job. His name is like Aaron Poole, who every time I saw him, he kind of looks like Aaron Paul a little bit, and his name is very similar. I was just like, is that Aaron Paul? And it's Aaron Poole. Aaron Poole. And he's really good in this. He is. Everybody's really good in this. When it comes to acting, no one is bad in this movie. Everybody is solid, okay, which is surprising considering how it is really an indie movie. So you're expecting maybe one or two actors are kind of out of place, or, you know, maybe below average or something. Everybody is solid in this movie. And he is a likable character. And some of the other characters are likable enough, but you don't really get to know them too well. So when bad things start happening, you're just like, yay, look at all those amazing practical effects. Oh yeah, he died. Well, but he died from that thing. That thing's cool as fuck looking. Look at that thing. And besides that, I really don't have any other complaints. Like, the only one I could think of is the ending, which I thought was a little weak. But besides that, everything else is great in this movie. Hell, it even looks amazing when it comes to, like, not only visuals and atmosphere and the lighting and stuff like that, but the way it's just shot and stuff, it's very, very well shot. And it looks really good. Whatever camera they used or whatever, it's very high quality. I was expecting this to look maybe a little bit cheaper, you know, considering it was like a movie that was funded from Indiegogo and stuff like that. But I was expecting it to be maybe a little bit cheaper, but it looks high quality. It looks like something that could easily be shown in a theater now, until the ending, where the ending has some green screen that was a little iffy. That kind of, I wouldn't say ruined it, but you know, they could have shied away from that, because that makes me think, oh, here comes the special effects, because there is some special effects at the end, which I could have done without. But besides that, everything looks high quality. The acting is great for the most part. And even the writing is good enough. You know, it gets the job done. But let me tell you, when it comes to high quality stuff, the practical effects in this movie blew me away. And when it comes to creature designs, some of the best out there. To all the people that worked on the practical effects and the creature designs, bravo. Bravo, congratulations. I tip my imaginary hat to all you people, all you wonderful human beings that put a smile on my face every time something like that would happen. It also made me a little queasy at times. This movie, when it comes to the horror, the body horror aspect, it is beautiful. Oh man, there are things in this that really did remind me of like early Cronenberg stuff, and even The Thing and stuff like that. And I was so happy to see some of that. But when it comes to creature designs, there is one scene in the beginning where you see a creature, and it really does remind me of the scene in the original The Thing, the 1982 one, where you have all these dogs and stuff. I don't want to spoil it just in case no one saw The Thing, but the dog scene, let me just say. And it really did remind me of that. There is a scene like that in this movie, and it looks great. It really does. It's all practical. It's all gross and slimy and ooky and stuff. There's pus and it looks like mucus pouring out of these creatures and stuff. There's one scene where everybody's attacking this one thing, and there's just meat flying everywhere. It looks awesome. So good, man. There's decapitations. People's heads explode. Tentacles start coming out, eyeballs and mouths and stuff. It's just beautifully disturbing and nightmarish and Lovecraftian. I love it. I love Craftian the hell out of it. I really enjoyed every single moment where there was a creature, where there was some sort of violence. I really did. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed everything else too. Like, I really like that this movie does slow down sometimes and sets up an atmosphere. Like, a hospital is a scary freaking place. And when they go, there's a part where they go downstairs into the depths of the hospital, it gets even scarier, baby. And it's terrifying at times. I give this movie credit. It actually did really spook me sometimes and really disturb me. Whenever I'm watching a movie and I actually look behind me, like, then that means I'm creeped out, okay? It actually reminded me a lot of a movie I reviewed called The Last Shift, which was a movie that was very similar to this, which it had a cult and stuff like that, except that movie was all set in a police station. This one's in a hospital, but it reminded me of that very, very much. And I really like that movie, and I love the hell out of this one. This movie, hey, if you are on the fence about it, please go check it out. Just give it a rent or watch it when it's on Netflix or something. I really do recommend renting it or buying it. I bought it. I straight up bought it. $10 on Xbox. That's a deal if I ever saw one. $10 for a brand new movie that's this gorgeous, this beautiful to look at on a big screen, and that there was so much effort being put into it. I highly recommend buying this, especially if you are a huge fan of movies like this. Then go check it out. Really, this is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Only problem I had was the ending and the lack of character development for some characters. But besides that, like, I wasn't going into this for character development. I was going into this for some of the creature designs, and I was very happy for what I got. I'm going to give this movie a 35 out of a 40. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Go check it out. The Void right now is on video on demand. You can go on your Xbox or PlayStation 4. I'm sure it's on there too. Or even iTunes. Go ahead. Check it out. I know that it is video on demand, but whatever. Check this movie out. You will not be disappointed. And if you are, the hell with you.
And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.